Hey guys, this is Redwood420 and I'm here to talk about some Nintendo Switch news, and this is coming off the heels of the Nintendo Switch live stream. First, I will talk about the news, and then second, I will give my thoughts and what I thought about the conference as a whole, what I liked, what I didn't like. But first, we finally found out the price point of the Nintendo Switch, which is $299, and it will be coming out March 3rd. There are two different versions. One's with color for the Joy-Cons, and the other is just straight up gray. And also that this system will not be region locked like the Wii U was, which is a big plus in my book, so you can get other games from different countries, such as if you want to get a Japanese game early, such as Persona 5, which the PlayStation 4 is able to play Persona 5 in Japanese, which is a good thing. They also said the battery life varies. It's roughly from 2.5 hours to 6 hours, depending on the game that's being played. If it's graphically demanding, the game will probably be around 3 hours to 2.5. They also announced Splatoon 2. That game will be coming out in the summer. And then Super Mario Odyssey, which is a new take on Super Mario in the real world, which is weird, and it's coming out in the holiday season for this year. They also announced Xenoblade 2 will be coming out on the Nintendo Switch, but no release date, and Fire Emblem Warrior with also no release date. They have over 80 games being developed for the Nintendo Switch. Not for this year, but in general, the games will be developed on the Nintendo Switch. Could come out next year or the year after, but games are coming to the Switch. They also announced Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. I'm not really a big Dragon Quest Heroes fan. I never really got into it because I never got the chance to play the game. So maybe I will play Dragon Quest. I don't know yet. We also found out about a new IP that Square Enix is being developed for the Nintendo Switch, which is called Project Octopath Traveler. Let's talk about that title real quick. Like, who names a game just called Project Octopath Traveler? It's just like, what? That's so weird. Atlus has announced a new Shin Megami Tensei game. And then throughout the conference, they were teasing going to like Reggie and a couple of the big iconic Nintendo employees asking, do you guys know what the Zelda release date is? No, we don't. Let's give it to this guy. It was really badly acted, but they just really wanted to mess with us. But they finally have announced that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be coming out on the launch date of the Nintendo Switch, which is good news because there's not many games coming out on the Nintendo Switch on the launch day. I think they've announced that Just Dance will be coming out on launch day, and also Zelda. And guys, pre-orders are live as I'm speaking right now. You should check Amazon. Just keep checking it frequently. I already pre-ordered mine, but it is up there. And also, I want to take the moment to say that Zelda is having 3 versions: the base version of the game, a special edition, and also the ultimate or master edition, which is $129.99, and then the special edition is $99.99. The base storage for the Nintendo Switch is 32 gigs. You can change it with the micro SD cards, which is a good thing because 128 gigabytes of a micro SD does not cost that much, so I gotta give props to Nintendo where that's due. There's been some reports saying that you can change the battery and stuff like that, and if we're able to, that's great for, portable batteries and stuff like that. They have announced the accessories, such as the Joy-Con. If you want to buy another Joy-Con controller, $49.99. To buy both is like $80. The dock, $89.99. And the Pro controller, $69.99. They've also announced that games on the Nintendo Switch will be the regular $59.99 price point, which is good that they're not increasing the price of games. So right now, I'm going to talk real quick about what I thought about the conference as a whole. In my honest opinion about the whole Nintendo Switch conference, I did not like it at all. And the only saving graces for the Nintendo Switch were games like Zelda, Xenoblade 2, Shin Megami Tensei, and No More Heroes. Those are the games that I'm looking forward to from the Nintendo Switch. So basically, I'm getting one game on launch for the Nintendo Switch, which is crazy. I don't know how I feel. It's like, to me, Nintendo is still stuck in their old ways. And what I mean by that is they're focused on being so different and so unique that they're alienating other gamers to not buying their system. And what I mean by that is a lot of gamers don't like the gimmicks. They don't like the motion control controllers. They don't like that. They don't like the touchscreens. They just want a regular system. And the whole appeal of the Nintendo Switch is portable gaming and finding out that, Zelda can only be played for 3 hours and it's going to be on the price point of $299, whereas the PS4 and Xbox One are also like $300, or some of the launch PS4 and Xbox Ones are even cheaper than that. So Nintendo is still competing with Sony and Microsoft. They don't want to admit that, but they are. They always keep touting, no, we're not. No, we're not. Yes, a lot of people consider that you guys are competing. And we've only gotten announcements for like FIFA and Skyrim from Nintendo Switch for third parties, and that's a little underwhelming. Where are the other third-party supports? There's none. Not from what I gathered until they say something about the Nintendo Treehouse event. And throughout this conference, I was bored. I was just like, some of these games don't appeal to me. Like the game where it's 1-2. And it's like a cowboy thing. And I'm just like, it looks so boring. And then ARMS just doesn't look appealing to me. Splatoon is not my type of game. Zelda is the one that's going to bring me in. But people that have a Wii U and are looking at the Nintendo Switch, I mean, to me, if I had a Wii U and Zelda's also coming to the Wii U, I would stick with the Wii U and wait later down the line with the system being cheaper. The sweet spot would have been perfect for Nintendo if they went the price point of $249.99. That would have been amazing. That would have been much more bearable. But also factoring in the accessory cost, a controller, $69.99. What are you thinking, Nintendo? That boggles my mind. You're being anti-consumer right now. What is this Pro controller supposed to do that is different than any other regular controllers that the PS4 and Xbox One are providing? This is too much for a controller. And the Joy-Con controllers, that controller is going to be lost a lot of times, and then parents are going to have to buy it, and it's going to be like $50. If they lose two, that's $80. And the docking station breaks, oh, there goes like almost $90. And then let's talk about other parts of the conferences. They had very weird, awkward translation errors, and a person being nervous doing the translations. It was very noticeable, and we're just like, what? What's happening here? And I'm just like, okay, whatever. And then also finding out that Nintendo's hybrid console for the system, Zelda will be 720p in handheld mode, and then when putting in the docking station and then outputting to the TV will be 900p. Are you serious right now? Nintendo's console can't even get to 1080p. What? Why? And I'm just like, this is why a lot of people bash on Nintendo. They're yet again behind. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, if the Nintendo Switch does not sell, they're getting out of the console market. Will they stay strictly to handheld? Possibility, or go mobile, or go third party, which will be bad for the industry. I just don't understand why Nintendo hasn't learned from their previous mistakes with the Wii U. They need to start listening to what consumers and what other gamers want. That is the way to succeed. Look at the PlayStation 3 and how Sony got so much shit on because they were anti-consumer. And then they looked at the PS4 when they're making it and said, we cannot do what we did with the PS3 again. For the PS4, we need to listen to the consumers and our fans for what they want for our system. And they did that, and guess what? PlayStation 4 is a hit. If Nintendo listens, they could have a hit on their hand, but they haven't. Could they bounce back from this? Yes, it's possible. It's not as bad as the Xbox One review, but I'm worried for Nintendo. I'm still getting the system regardless and getting the Zelda game, which will be the Master Edition, but I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed, and if I had to give a rating for this conference, I think I would give it a 6.5, maybe a 6 out of 10, and this conference should have not happened the way it did. No launch games, and they're in the future. Mario Kart in the spring, Mario Odyssey, and Holiday. If Nintendo fans want to hit the dislike button, you're more free to do so to hit the dislike button. But you can't just say that this conference was amazing, because this conference was not amazing. And I'm just surprised, because I was actually initially hyped when seeing the trailer for the Nintendo Switch. Now I'm not, with these outrageous prices. And also, not many people are covering this, but they will also be making Nintendo players pay for online around in fall. Are you serious right now? You're gonna try and do what Sony and Microsoft are doing. Like, what are you offering? You're offering SNES games, free SNES game for a month, for each month. What? Why not a free Nintendo Switch game for a month? And you're having the audacity to make your fans and players pay for an online that has not proven itself. Sony, it proved itself. Xbox, it proved itself. Nintendo has not proven itself. We don't know the official price point. They'll probably talk more about it at E3, but once you get the Nintendo Switch, you get to play for free for a duration. They could have had it on their hands, and they could turn this around, but so far, we got no Metroid, no Donkey Kong, no amazing new IP. Come on, Nintendo. You have the studios. I don't know what you guys were doing. You were not doing anything at the ending of the Wii U's life cycle. You weren't putting out any games. So what happened? But that's it. That's my criticisms for it. The only thing I really liked, which I'll say again, Zelda, Xenoblade 2, Shin Megami Tensei, and the Mario game. Kinda. I don't know. I'm kind of getting sick of Mario, but I may probably get it. But guys, this is gonna be it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you disliked it, Nintendo hardcore fans, you're more than free to dislike the video. But this is my opinion, my freedom of speech. If you don't agree, you don't agree. But let me know in the comments section below, respectfully, why I am wrong, or if you guys agree with me, or you guys have a different perspective on the live stream event. Guys, share this video with your friends. Let them know about the Nintendo Switch and its details. And if you want to see more content from my channel, hit that subscribe button to get more content from me. I hope you're having a great day. This is Red Hood 420 signing off.